On the night of October 12th, 2023, a small town in the Pacific Northwest became the center of a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. What began as a series of strange occurrences quickly escalated into something far more sinister. This is the story of the Watcher in the Woods. It started with a doorbell camera. At 2:17 a.m., the camera at the home of the Carter family captured a figure standing at the edge of their property. The figure was tall, unnaturally so, and cloaked in a dark, tattered coat. Its face was obscured by a wide-brimmed hat, but its posture was unmistakable. It was watching the house, waiting. The Carters didn't notice the footage until the next morning. By then, the figure was gone. But the camera had captured something else, something that sent chills down their spines. As the figure turned to leave, it paused. And then it spoke. The voice was garbled, distorted, as if it wasn't entirely human. It said just one word: soon. The Carters reported the incident to the local authorities, but without evidence of a crime, there was little they could do. The family tried to brush it off as a prank, but deep down, they knew something was wrong. Over the next few nights, the figure returned, always at the same time, always standing at the edge of the woods, always watching. On the fourth night, the figure did something different. It approached the house, slowly, deliberately. It moved toward the front door. The camera captured every step. The figure's movements were jerky, unnatural, as if it were learning how to walk. When it reached the door, it raised a hand and knocked. 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. The Carters were awake this time. They heard the knocks, but when they checked the camera feed, the figure was gone. All that remained was a single word scratched into the wood of their front door: mine. Terrified, the Carters installed additional cameras around their property. But the figure was always one step ahead. It seemed to know where the cameras were, where the blind spots were. And then, one night, the cameras stopped working altogether. When the family woke the next morning, they found their front door wide open. And on the floor of their living room, a trail of muddy footprints led to their children's bedroom. The children were unharmed, but they told their parents something that made their blood run cold. They said a man had come into their room. He didn't speak. He didn't touch them. He just stood there, watching. And then, just before he left, he whispered, "I'll be back." The Carters moved out of the house the next day. They never returned, but the new owners reported strange occurrences almost immediately. Footsteps in the attic, shadows moving in the woods, and every night, without fail, the doorbell camera captures the same figure, standing at the edge of the woods, watching, waiting. To this day, no one knows who or what the Watcher is. But one thing is certain: it's still out there, and it's still waiting. So, if you ever find yourself in a quiet town surrounded by dense woods, keep your doors locked. And whatever you do, don't answer the door after dark, because you never know who or what might be watching.